No, he'll see a hand specialist tomorrow in Boston, and we'll go from there.
Will he be getting an MRI?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think getting there and see the specialist is obviously the right step, and we'll have more news tomorrow night. He struggled the last few days with his hip. I don't know if it was because he was running the bases that much that day, going station by station, but it doesn't make sense for us to pitch him tomorrow or Tuesday. We feel that he should be back sooner rather than later. So making these moves is the right thing to do. JD, a little bit banged up. Just staying away from him today. We got Steve, so we'll DH him. He'll be available, but after he fouled off those 2 and actually 3, it makes sense to stay away from him. And give him 1 day, and he should be back in the starting lineup tomorrow. Left calf and right foot. Yeah, that was. We were joking that that's the product of staying inside the ball. Us, the normal people, we get around the ball. We don't do that. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, we will. Just like the first 2 starts. Game 4 and 5 in Tampa and Miami. We'll talk to Zach. They take a look at the numbers and see what makes sense. A lot of lefties in that lineup. Everybody's back too. Elvis and Odor. Beltre's playing again, so it's not an easy lineup. So we'll see what makes sense for us, and we go from there. Hector too. He's a candidate too. I haven't seen him today yet, but for what Brad told me, a lot of hydration last night, so he's available but we probably stay away from him. It just makes sense. And we're covered now. We got some arms here, so we should be fine. He was good. Mechanics better. For what Kevin put in the email, velocity went from 88 to 91. He pitched at 90, which is a good sign. Mechanics a lot more cleaner than in the first one. He was able to land the breaking ball. So we'll see him tomorrow, see how he feels, and then obviously decide what's next. But like I said, the last few days, we have to make sure he's right. Seems like he feels good about his arm. Just a matter of see if his mechanics are where he wants them to be. So nothing else happens, and we go from there. Yeah, I do. Most likely he's catching tomorrow. He'll be there. Sandy's swinging the bat well. His last 30 games, his OPS is over 800. He's driving the ball. He's driving the runs, and obviously what he does behind the plate. But at the same time, we got to be careful. The only thing is that the All-Star break is coming, so we can push him a little bit more. Sandy, I want him to catch David in his next one. So we'll see how it goes during the week. But Blake is catching tomorrow. We're good. Yeah. Oscar is playing already. He's there, and Bud too. So we're in a good place. We feel that those guys are capable of calling the game, stopping the running game. Offensively, they're going to do enough if something happens. So we're okay. I look at it. I look at the replay last night when I got to the room. I was like, how he hurt himself. So Brad is going to take a look to the mid to see what really happened, because it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Yeah, you know what? There was no play, but Salvi was throwing, and we saw what he did in the first throw to second. Ball in the dirt. That you probably make that 100%, and he's able to block it and throw. So delay steal. He went head first. It wasn't the prettiest slide at second, but it is what it is. We talk about sliding already with Rafi and Xander, and now with Christian. Right when it happened, I turned around to JD. I said, you know what? First thing we're going to do in spring training next year is slide. We're going to slide. So then he looked at me like, oh. I'm like, yeah. you guys are bad. But it's unfortunately. I mean, it sucks because he was playing better. He was playing better, catching better, swinging the bat. You know, some clutch hits, and this happens. So hopefully he comes back sooner rather than later and be part of this special season.